What's up, it's Josh, and in this video I wanted to talk about how do you decide what you want to focus on in your life. What are you going to make your main life focus? What are you going to do with your life anyway? It's kind of a big topic, but let's get into it. There's an expression I really like that goes, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. But how do you decide what the main thing is? There's a little trifecta that I use to decide what I want to focus on, what opportunities I want to take advantage of, what I want to direct my energy towards in my life. And I found it really helpful. So if you sort of ask yourself these three questions towards anything that you want to put your energy into, I find it will really help to direct you towards something that's meaningful, purposeful, and will create a very big result for you. And those three things are, what is it that you really love? What is it that you're passionate about? Secondly, what is it that you're good at? Where do your talents lie? What specific abilities do you have to offer? And finally, what is it that will help other people? How can you be of service? So if the thing you're going to focus on meets those three criteria, you're good at it, you love it, and it helps people, you can be pretty assured that this is going to deliver big results. This is going to be in really good alignment with where your gifts lie. So I didn't just make up these three criteria. I've read about them in numerous resources, I've heard experts speak about them, and they're the same three criteria that are recommended when you're trying to find your magnum opus, or what is going to deliver your greatest life achievement. So if you really focus on these three criteria, or ask yourself these three big questions before you invest yourself into any sort of endeavor in life, any big endeavor, this is going to really help to direct you. This could even give you your life's purpose in some respects. If you're choosing where you want to invest yourself primarily, what sort of career you want to go into, what sort of big projects you want to work on. Now, another thing I ask myself before I proceed with anything is, how does it feel in my gut? What does my intuition say? Because we tend to be really intellectually focused with our decision making. And if we always sort of weigh the pros and cons, that's useful, but we can go on with analysis paralysis forever deciding if it's something we really want to do. But if we can check in with our gut or listen to our heart, it's pretty clear. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. And if those three criteria intersect that we just talked about, that's where your sweet spot is in the middle. That'll be your hell yes. Now that doesn't mean it's going to be necessarily easy, because you really want to divest all of your energy. You want to take massive action once you decide what you're going to focus on. But the cool thing is, once you decide to act on this, once you decide where that sweet spot is, it should feel almost like effortless effort. It should feel like you're being pulled towards it rather than grinding or pushing. And being in the fitness industry, I always sort of operated on, in the past at least, operated on this idea that anything worthwhile was going to require me to grind for it. You know that whole saying, rise and grind. I always sort of felt like there was a struggle that needed to be overcome for me to achieve anything good. But really, when you're in alignment, when you're following your sort of main thing, not only is it going to be beneficial to you as far as financial rewards, but it's going to feel, you're going to be so passionate about it, you're going to be so driven that you're going to want to apply effort to it. You're going to be wanting to work for it. Now, there's another little resource or a little chart or matrix I look at when I'm weighing my return on investment or the impact of my efforts. So this helps me decide where I'm going to apply my efforts when I'm moving forward towards my big goal. And if you see here at the bottom of the chart, there's low effort and low impact. Those are the easy sort of tasks, fill-ins. These are things that you don't, if you have time to do them, definitely you can take action on them. But then there's the high impact or high return on investment, things that take a low effort. And this is what I'm talking about. Often there's going to be things that just will have a huge return on what you put into them, huge return on your investment, but they don't require much effort on your part. This is where you want to put the most of your efforts. This is where you want to spend most of your time. And every now and then sort of tap into these ones that require a lot of effort but will have a big return, big impact. And you just want to basically let go of all of the stuff that's going to be really hard and doesn't return much, doesn't have much impact. It's a simple little chart. Makes a huge difference if you reference it before you move ahead towards your big goal, your magnum opus, so to speak. So I hope you found this useful. This is something I always sort of check in with before I move ahead. It's really made a big difference in my life. And not only just as far as my lifestyle, but my happiness and my satisfaction with life. If you have any questions or comments, post them down below. I'd like to hear about your own experience with this. And until next time, Stay strong.